Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a sit down with me in which I discuss a new reward system that I am implementing for my 3-year-old. This reward system is completely driven by behavior, and it is hopefully going to be a positive way to correct some behaviors that we are seeing with our son that we would like to change. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like this video, and I'm just gonna get started. So I've not talked about my son too much here on YouTube, although you have seen him in several of my past videos, but my son Mason is almost 3.5. He turned 3 in March, and he's an absolute joy. We love him so much. He's so much fun. But of course, like most 3-year-olds, they do act out, and he definitely is presenting some behaviors that we need to change. For probably the last year or so, we've seen him getting very physical with other kids his age and younger when outside of the home, or if kids come into our house. And it's just becoming a big problem. He's so sweet and he loves his friends, but whether he's happy, excited, or angry, he shows those emotions in a very physical way. So if he gets overly excited, he might go in to hug someone and tackle them, or if he gets upset, he will pull by the ear or sometimes even hit. And it's just really becoming a problem. And to be honest, from a mom standpoint, I often find myself mortified or even embarrassed when out in public because I really can't correct this behavior. We have tried everything. I would like to preface this by saying we have tried everything, and some things that maybe aren't advised to correct behavior. We have done timeouts. We have done praise for positive behavior. We've removed him from the situation. We've redirected him. We've done the yelling and screaming route, and that definitely doesn't work. And just in general, none of these things have really changed the behavior or even really changed his attitude in that moment. It's incredibly frustrating for us, and I'm sure the other children and their parents when we're out, that he's so hands-on, and I just don't know what else to do. But he's definitely a lot more apologetic lately. He's constantly apologizing and saying that he's sorry that he hit friends, or he's sorry that he didn't listen to me. And I just feel like in general, it's putting a very negative attention on his behavior. And I don't want him to be sorry for dropping his cup on the floor or for doing something that is expected of any 2 or 3-year-old. So I really want to focus on rewarding him when these behaviors do not take place and really encouraging him in the moment to not behave a certain way. So again, my goal for this entire little experiment thing that we're doing here is to change the physical behavior. His listening skills have come a long way. His speech is off the charts. He's potty trained. He's doing so many things right. However, when we are around friends that are his age and younger, he does get physical, and we can't have that. He's starting school again in September, and we really want to correct this behavior, and we think doing it in a positive way might do the trick. And by that, we are doing a jar system. So I picked up this mason jar from Michael's. I'm sure you can find these anywhere. And it's kind of ironic because this one, if you can see here, Perfect Mason, and his name is Mason, which is funny. That's why I selected this one, because I mean, I always think he's perfect. I love him more than anything, and he can be such a sweetheart, but he needs to stop being so physical. So we picked up this jar from Michael's. It was like $3. I'm sure you can get this from anywhere, or you can use a Tupperware in your house, whatever. And in this is his reward jar. We're going to take this wherever we go, before we go into a play date, before we go to a story time, so that he can see as a visual reminder that he needs to behave. Now, with the jar, we picked up these cotton balls, larger sized ones. And when he successfully completes a task, a play date, a story time, whatever you may have, without being physical, without hitting, pushing, kicking, pulling ears, whatever, he gets to put a ball into the jar. And when the jar is filled, he gets to pick a new toy. And initially I was thinking we'll take him to the store and he can pick out any toy that he wants. But I Again, I don't think that's very visual for them. I think that they need to have control and they need to visually see what the reward's going to be. So when he behaves, he gets to put a ball into the jar here. And when the jar is full, he can pick anything from this basket of prizes. I let him see these items as I was picking them out so that he was aware of the entire process and aware that he could pick one of these when he filled the jar after being a good boy a certain number of times. So just some of these prizes are pretty sweet. I do have 2 of everything just because we have a 1-year-old as well. I haven't really determined how we're going to integrate Gavin into this. If Gavin gets to pick one, when Mason gets to pick one, that we still need to work out. But I do pretty much have 2 of everything just so that it's fair. These fun little light up wands that he can pick from. These little pull back retractable race cars. There's 2 of those in there. These are all things that, like I said, he saw me picking out. He was involved in the process and he understands that when that jar is full, he can pick one of these toys. A little stretch couche caterpillar, 1 in green and 1 in blue. Some Play-Doh, which he loves. Some Model Magic foam, some crayon coloring packs. These are perfect for the car and travel. A Paw Patrol book, a Water Wonder book, and then a dinosaur coloring book. And the grand prize, which we scored on Amazon Prime Day, are these Kindle Fire Kids tablets. He's been using our iPad for long car rides, and so he knows what an iPad is. So I think he'll be really excited about these. But honestly, I think he might pick like the Play-Doh before he picks these. But that's what we have in here to start with. Again, he can see all of these things. He can't play with them, but he can see them. He saw them when I was in the store. And when that jar is filled, he gets to pick out a prize of his choosing. It can be whatever he wants within here. And then the jar gets emptied and it essentially restarts again. So I am really hoping that by rewarding him for the good behavior, we can stop the bad behavior before it ever starts. I think up until this point, we've been so reactive as opposed to being proactive, and we're trying to punish or emphasize bad behavior after he's already done it, which you would hope would prevent him from doing it again, but it doesn't correct the fact that he already did it. So I think by carrying this out in the car with us before we go in somewhere as that visual reminder saying, do you want to put a ball in the jar? Do you want to fill this? That will hopefully eliminate the behavior from taking place. Who knows? I am not an expert parent. I am not an expert in child psychology. Although I do have a degree in psychology, but we're gonna try this out because I don't really know where else to turn. And I think that we, for so long, have been so negative about his behavior. And yes, we give him praise when he does something great or if he shares, that's typical, and we're gonna continue to do that. But I just think we're being so negative about the behavior, and I almost think that he's getting skittish in those situations, which causes him to act out in impulse and do these things even more so. So I think having the visual reminder and having the reward system might make all of the difference. So I'm going to have to circle back to this probably in a few weeks to let you know whether or not it's working, where we are. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this is something that's maybe new and exciting for you that you can implement with your kids as well. If you have any suggestions, ways that I can tweak the system, or other things that I can try, I would love to hear. I will go ahead and link some of these products as well as some other ideas for your kids' reward baskets. Please go ahead and hit subscribe and give me the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you're doing at your home, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.